Hi, this is Peter,
Hi, this is Sandra.
and we are Medievalverse.net.
And today is day 2. It's November 3rd, and we're at the Haskins Conference once again in Boston. We're going to talk about some of the papers that we enjoyed and the events of today. Peter.
I'll begin. We had a full day of kind of shifting between Sandra's doing one paper, I'm doing another paper, so we got a fair, there was a lot of things coming in. My favorite paper, I guess the most interesting one that I saw was Death on the Dorset Ridgeway, which is this archaeology find. And it was one of the archaeologists, Angela Boyle, was talking about what they discovered. And this is something that you would probably have seen in the news if you followed Medievalverse.net from a couple of years ago, where over 50 skulls and 50 bodies were found in a pit, with all the bodies having been decapitated.
It's right up your alley.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. She gave this about an hour-long paper talking about how the site was discovered, their work on finding it, how they were determining that these so far these are all like Vikings from Scandinavia, and they're trying to figure out why they were buried there, what happened. It was a very riveting talk, and
you said it was eerie.
Yeah, it was eerie.
What made it eerie?
Tell
us.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm tired.
You are. It's a long day, so.
So what made it eerie though? Seriously.
Well, we are looking as she's going through slides. You are looking at the remains of a massacre, literally of 50 people that including teenagers and adolescents. Most of them were either adolescents or young adults type of in their 20s. And it's kind of somewhat hard to look at that, and the entire room, and this was the room was quite filled, was dead silent throughout long stretches of her paper. Not everyone just kind of fixated, and no one's
rustling or shuffling.
Yeah, no one's ruffling, no talking, no small chatter going in the background. But it was really a fascinating stuff, and I know that they kind of bring in like an archaeologist at least for one paper each of these Haskins, and they do a really good job of kind of relating some of the incredible finds we get to see.
I enjoyed a lot of the papers I saw today. Oddly enough, I really enjoyed, not oddly, I shouldn't say that oddly enough. I really enjoyed a paper on Maolus of Cluny, this sort of unsung hero of the Cluny Empire, who didn't write at all or didn't put out any literature during his abbacy, but it was a great paper proving how he sort of made Cluny what it was, and then his successors sort of took that and ran with it and sort of stole all his credit. But I really enjoyed the paper because, he was saying, there's the one part where he said about him being captured and writing a ransom note, and it was 3 sentences long or something. The guy didn't speak much or write much, but he was apparently a very important to Cluny's future success, and I really enjoyed that paper. I also really enjoyed the paper on Scottish warranty and maintenance and lands. It was given by Lindsay. Forgive me, Lindsay, I don't remember your last name, but her delivery was brilliant. She's very, the paper was hysterical, and the topic was very interesting, and I really, really enjoyed it, even though I don't have much of an Anglo-Scottish background in terms of what went on there with looking at documentation. So that was something I really enjoyed, and I'm like, I sounds cliche, but I think I'm enjoying all the papers so far. I haven't fallen asleep once, which is always a good sign. And I always come away from these conferences attending a paper that I think I'd never be interested in learning something fascinating. So I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think I learned quite a deal, and you kind of go into a paper and think, oh, I don't know anything about this, but often the speakers are really can deliver a good talk and get you engaged and get you interested. So like there was something about Carolingian Italy.
The poetry paper.
Yeah, well, it kind of like the paper kind of dealt with. It was really about this patriarch of Aquileia, kind of a town near, kind of would be like Venice right now. And this for reasons they had two patriarchs, neither of which were really based in Aquileia, like and they're both competing, and it was all about how each side was trying to kind of put in, arguments on why the other side was illegitimate, and they might use legal, and the other legal justifications. The other kind of responded to that in poetry, and so it was really well done, and really.
I also, now that it's jogging my memory, two other papers I really enjoyed. There was a paper, I believe her name is Jennifer Paxton from Catholic University. She gave the paper on excusing, epic fail abbots, basically abbots who, during hard times like Stephen's reign, kind of botched the job, and the discourses written about excusing them or condemning them. I thought that was really interesting. And then also, and I'm not an art historian, I can't even draw a hangman to save my life. I know nothing about art, nothing. But I really enjoyed
Really?
Let me stress, nothing about art. But I really enjoyed one of the papers from Emory University in Georgia on looking at the art that was. Do you know what I'm talking about? That paper where they were going through.
I'm gonna let you.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a really good art history paper. I enjoyed it, and obviously art history is not my forte. So those were the ones I was interested in today. Not that I wasn't interested in the rest, but
Yeah.
just things that sort of
Stuck on your mind.
stood out. I think of St. Edward. Sorry, now I'm remembering things. I'm obviously very tired. So that was what I enjoyed. And then tomorrow, I haven't looked at the schedule yet, but I'm sure it'll be just as riveting. So.
Yeah, well, I'll be back doing some Byzantine stuff in the morning. Then I'm gonna catch up with you for the final kind of plenary paper, which is about the First Crusade.
Right. So basically, I'm at Haskins by myself tomorrow, and Peter's off courting the Byzantines. So I'll be covering all the papers. And again, if we've covered your paper and you'd like to add more or change something that we've summarized, because we're not subject matter experts on some of these topics, then
kindly let us know that wasn't your thesis.
Just say, boo hiss, you suck. Here's what I really wanted you to say, and we'll gladly put that in there. So that's it.
So, and hey, don't worry, I don't know anything about picking partners. So if you don't know anything about art, that's fine. We all make mistakes.
Thank you for joining us, and have a good night.